Greetings. This is General CJG here, coming to you with a new type of video that me and
Jedi Master Daniel 96 standing by.
Yep, we're gonna be doing a new type of video. This isn't one we're gonna be doing all the time, but it's gonna be one that I think deserves some discussion because it's about a specific character that is pretty important to us, and it's about Darth Bane. In particular, the rumor of a possible Disney Star Wars Darth Bane movie in the works. So, I guess without further ado, let's begin with this one. So, first things first, we should probably take a look at the article that reported this one. So, Daniel, you want to go through it?
Yeah, here's one from comicbookmovie.com. And Lucasfilm has big plans for Darth Bane across multiple upcoming projects, which is the title on comicbookmovie.com. So we'll link that down in the description down below. And it's here it is. In the rumor mill, we share the hard-to-buy rumors that don't come from reliable sources like the trades, but are still more believable just than what you might find on Reddit. With the Skywalker saga now at an end, Lucasfilm is planning to put the spotlight on other time periods in this galaxy far, far away. That gives the studio far more creative freedom moving forward and avoids having to continue to focus on familiar names and faces, which is what the Disney Plus TV shows are doing right now with the likes of The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, a new rumor that's doing the round claims that multiple Star Wars projects are in the works featuring Darth Bane. These potentially include a solo project, but it's unknown whether the character will be the focus of the upcoming theatrical releases or Disney's popular streaming service. While Bane is well known to fans, the removal of the expanded universe as canon gives Lucasfilm a tone of creative freedom. He is also around thousands of years before the events of the Clone Wars, which, we obviously did see the Darth Bane illusion in Season 6 of the Clone Wars. But continuing on with the article, Bane is the creator of the Rule of Two, and he's been the focus of many EU novels and comics. And at the end it just says, this is just a rumor and should be taken with a pinch of salt for now, but utilizing Bane would make sense in a lot of ways, and exploring the early days of the Jedi and Sith would be welcomed by many fans. There's also some potential for this to tie into the Skywalker saga, even if it's just in very non-specific ways. So that's the article from comicbookmovie.com.
Interesting.
And it'll be linked down below for you to check out yourself at the end of the video. So, your thoughts?
I definitely want to see what they do with this, because Disney Star Wars has not really tackled the Old Republic era as far as I'm aware.
Yes, that is correct. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I'd say they've sort of somewhat gave hints of what we could see in an Old Republic new canon. I'm not sure what would be the same from the EU or what would be different in the new canon, like what the difference and similarities we would see in a new canon Old Republic era. I mean, we've had the Darth Momin thing from the comics, which we kind of have a hint of a Agent Sith Lord. Then we have, in the recent Thrawn book, they mentioned the Sith War, and then they even mentioned the Sith Empire in the recent Thrawn book, and was even mentioned in Dooku Jedi Lost. So we kind of have the Sith Empire in the new canon. Mm. And even Rebels mentions the Mandalorian War. So maybe in anything Old Republic, maybe we could see Tor Vizsla with the Darksaber. Maybe that could be expanded upon in the Mandalorian to get more. Because I've met, people who've seen the Mandalorian as the only Star Wars show they've watched. They never watched, either the Clone Wars microseries or the '08 Clone Wars, Rebels, or Resistance. So I've, met people that pretty much when it comes to Star Wars TV shows, the movie-only people only seen the Mandalorian. And what could we see? Maybe the Darth Bane movie, or whatever it is. Maybe this could be the potentially what Taika Waititi does. What would you say?
That would be interesting, though I don't know if Taika Waititi is going to do this. Has there been any like leaks on what he's actually tackling in the Star Wars universe?
They don't say what he's doing. They've been saying, I think, a couple months ago he's writing his script, but I mean, or maybe he's mentioned in a future thing. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the High Republic mentioned stuff, because I could see a lot of Old Republic hints in the High Republic, as where the Old Republic, let's see, we're going off, let's say, even though we don't have a new canon Old Republic yet, but I mean, with the one we know and love from the expanded universe is like thousands of years before the movies, is where the High Republic is hundreds of years before the movies. Maybe we could see it in like, if the new movies are in the High Republic, maybe we get a mention of Darth Bane, which, you know, drops some bombshells of the new canon Old Republic era, if that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. So
yeah.
Question about the Darth Bane movie. So, do you think Darth Bane is gonna have the same appearance he had in TCW, or he's gonna go more with what we actually know his appearance was in the Hispanic universe?
Oh, that's a good question, because I'm not sure if the look was supposed to be because of the, you know, like, of the look, to have it for the illusion, or maybe they'll go with the expanded universe look, but he uses, maybe he'll use that samurai armor looking is what we see in the Clone Wars illusion. Maybe he could have that. Maybe at some point he dons that armor or something.
Maybe.
That's they could go that. Like, you could have how we see him in the EU, where he just looks like a person and all that, and then maybe at some point he uses the armor. Maybe that could be it. Like, you could maybe do both. Like, how he looks in the EU is more maybe what he would look like outside of that armor in the Clone Wars.
Interesting. In that case, would his origin be the same as the Hispanic universe, or they're actually gonna take some other approaches, maybe even different characters?
I'm not sure. That would be a good question, because I mean, we don't know so much about him in the new canon timeline, which, I mean, I don't know. One time when I debated if they did, let's say, the Old Republic era movies, I was wondering when maybe they could pull from it. And do you think maybe if they pulled from it, like pulled from those books, you know, maybe do you think they could almost do it as a way, maybe that people that felt disenfranchised with how the sequels maybe didn't, like, fans were hoping to see like Jaina and Jason and Mara Jade, Ben Skywalker and Anakin Solo, maybe they, like, Disney and Lucasfilm could maybe learn from that, would kind of maybe going more to pull more EU characters. Maybe they could do something like that.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, because I mean, I'm sure there are fans that were hoping, maybe they were kind of, you know, a bit disappointed they didn't get to see, you know, like, for example, in the sequels, maybe, you know, maybe fans wanted to see, you know, I mean, despite, you know, not like a direct adaptation of the books, but maybe, you know, as, let's say, as I said with the sequels, maybe, you know, fans wanted to see, like, the Solo kids, Ben Skywalker and Mara Jade. So maybe if you do that with a Darth Bane movie or any Old Republic era movie, like, even let's say if the Darth Bane, maybe you have like Darth Zana and all that, and that could be a nice treat for expanded universe fans and that want to see their characters in the movies. And maybe, you know, let's say they do an Knights of the Old Republic movie or Disney Plus show, like, you know, maybe it would get, because I know a lot of fans want Revan back into canon. That's like feel like the one, even like I see a lot of like Disney Star Wars fans want like the Old Republic to be canon again.
Yeah, indeed. Something
Yeah.
about the Darth Bane movie rumor link. It says the source comes from the direct.com, which I have the link here. And they say that it says that Disney Star Wars is actually planning multiple projects revolving Darth Bane. So it's not just
Hmm.
one, it's actually multiple.
Yeah.
So
So
could this mean some sort of Old Republic multimedia project?
that'd be kind of something. I mean, even like I don't know, maybe they could do like the movie. Maybe this could like get more of the general audiences more interested in this stuff because that's what I feel like everyone's been clamoring for is they want Old Republic movie or show, you know? Like I feel like people are clamoring for the most, you know, an Old Republic movie or TV show.
Yeah.
Because like, man, if you like look back in like 2016, like I remember people petitioning to have an Old Republic Netflix series, but I mean this was before Disney Plus. I mean they could have that person who made that petition might have a good opportunity to have that for Disney Plus.
Yeah, that much is true.
Yeah, like I mean Disney Plus, like you know maybe they could see more because I just think you know everyone probably praises because like Knights of the Old Republic is a phenomenon by fans. I mean everyone praises the Darth Bane trilogy as the second coming of Christ. I mean even people even love the Old Republic from the MMO cinematics in the
Yeah.
trailers. So there is like a good market out there for like even if let's say they hypothetically continue the expanded universe as an alternate universe, I'm sure if they release a new Old Republic story, I mean that would even show there's a market to get the EU continued as an alternate universe if you do the um a story in the Old Republic era because I would have to say like because I know even like because the Old Republic era is like you know well loved by the fan base. Like it's probably if you have to ask someone what their favorite Star Wars era is, you know everyone. I bet you a good chunk will say the Old Republic.
Some
What
will
do you?
say a
What would
good
you say?
a good chunk say the Old Republic. Some say Post of the Jedi. Some say the Clone
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah. Because I would say that I think as you would say the most popular two eras, I would probably say is Old Republic and post Episode 6.
I would also put the Clone Wars somewhere in there too.
Yeah, because the '03 show is has a good following as well.
Well, not just the show, also because the amount of comics and books
Yeah, I
and
would
even video
say
games
that.
has. So that's why.
Yeah, I would say there, like, because I would say, would you say those are like the top three by the EU community?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I think. Even like I think the High Republic will give a good mention to it as well. Like, I think we'll get a lot of hints in the High Republic stories that we're getting in those upcoming books. So they come out with more books or come out with a TV show or movie on the High Republic. I'm sure we'll get a lot of hints of the Old Republic. Like
Yeah.
they'll reference events like what wars took place and all that.
Yeah.
And what do you have anything else to say?
Well, I guess one last thing. Will Darth Vane will he self train himself to become a Sith, or will there be some sort of similar Sith group akin to the Brotherhood of Darkness, the Brotherhood of Khan, or
Yeah.
will there even be a recent reformation? It's they can go so many ways on this one.
Yeah, I think there's so much potential they can do. Like, as you said, maybe we'll see a new canon version of the Rusan thing, like the Brotherhood of Darkness. You know, they could, like, I think go a lot of ways with it. Like, because I feel like, with the whole divided response of the sequel trilogy, like, I think this one is a potential that could possibly, like, I wouldn't go as far uniting the fans, but I think it's a good one that, could get well loved by the fan base, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I know, the sequels have sort of been a very divisive thing. I would say, in the modern era.
Arguably the most hated part of Star Wars, even more so than the
True.
prequels.
Yeah, I would say probably the prequels were divisive at that, and then came the sequels, and you have a divisive, and I feel like Rogue One and Solo and The Mandalorian have a better, I feel like a much better, appreciation by the fans, where I feel like the sequels are very split. I think this one could have that more with maybe like that very lukewarm. It could have that very maybe lukewarm response by
Possibly.
by the fans. Probably Rogue One and Solo and maybe even what The Mandalorian is, or maybe this one, everyone will claim it's about, probably this will be where people go, it's about time, Lucasfilm, listen to the fans kind of thing, Would you say?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, because I do feel like the Old Republic is, what fans really want, because that's probably what the fans want the most, I would say, by it. I mean, because I think an Old Republic movie, I'd say, could get a good, this could, uniting the fan base is a kind of a very tricky one, because, not everyone agrees on certain aspects, but that's pretty much what I have to say. Anything else?
No, I think that's all for now in terms of this movie rumor. So,
yeah, I'd say, nothing's confirmed. It's probably maybe being talked at Lucasfilm and all that. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So that's pretty much all I gotta say.
yeah, indeed. Well, guys, this was our discussion on the Darth Bane movie rumor. It's just a rumor, so take it for a grain of salt when there's no concrete info on it right now. And we're not gonna be doing all sorts of rumors. This is just a one in a lifetime instance, because Darth Bane is pretty much a character that we like a lot. So that's that's pretty much our thoughts on it. So the next video will definitely be a new State of Star Wars podcast. Stay tuned for that one. And, well, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.